Hey, how's it going? We made it to episode 2. And before we talk about Connor, who is our second guest, I want to say thank you for watching episode 1. You blew my expectations for viewership and also kind comments out of the water. And while there are some mean people, some suggestions, I think they all come from a place of wanting this podcast to be something good that they can listen to every week. And I also know that many people echoed Ludwig's sentiments that consistency is going to be key. So I am doing my absolute best to make sure that this ConnorEatsPants episode is the last episode that is dated, an episode that was recorded, over a month ago, and that the rest will hopefully be a little more topical. Now, even though we recorded this episode with Connor a little while ago, I think a lot of the topics are evergreen because they come from maybe his religious upbringing or autism, or, okay, maybe there were some things about a television finale that happened so long ago that people already forgot it, but you will really enjoy the conversations we have, I promise. We're gonna get to Fortnite Friday. That is like Connor's huge piece de la resistance. Is that even an appropriate word to use? I don't really know French. So before we get into episode 2 of The Stanz Show with Connor Eats Pants, I just want to thank you again for watching episode 1. Thank you in advance for listening to episode 2, and make sure you go out and follow all the social channels. That's youtube.com/thestanzshow, tiktok.com/thestanzshow, instagram.com/thestanzshow, and twitter.com/thestanzshow. We got them all, baby. So without further ado, Connor Eats Pants. And we're live. Yeah, bring that back. Connor.
Hello.
Thank you so much for coming.
Of course. I love the Stanz Show.
You do. Actually, before we even start, can I show you some things that prove that you're maybe the biggest Stanz Show fan in the world?
Yes.
Yeah, the Stanz Show. I love the Stanz Show. Let's see. This is 2021.
No.
2021. That's insane. Wow.
Time.
And you didn't stop. Me, personally, I like the Stanz Show.
Yep.
Can't wait. This is, I think, 2022. Did the Stanz Show start and end, or is this an intro? Will the Stanz Show please talk about this? I was on the pulse.
That must have been like a new Fortnite skin.
Absolutely. It must have been like Will Smith or something, right? Around this time?
2021, and it might have been.
Yeah.
It might have been.
It was something good. And then there's Hypex. I don't know what Hypex is.
That's also a Fortnite.
Another
news.
Fortnite one. And then 2022, I think you had finally given up on the Stanz Show.
Yeah, it was looking dark at that point.
Always
he got
shambles.
like hired by like either Ludwig or Gen G or something.
Yeah. And I didn't have enough time. It's probably start of off-brand times-ish.
Maybe.
But you always at least got to see the Stanz Show win Rising Star.
That was nice.
One good thing.
I don't remember. I was pretty drunk then. But
it was good times.
It was a good time.
Back when we were all making content. And then when I finally moved here in 2024, this is years and years of you talking about the Stanz Show. And you're finally sitting on the set. This is 1 year ago today.
Oh, wow.
Today's the 28th, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. We are literally a year ago. You said, man, I would love to be in this room making content for the Stanz Show.
This is crazy.
I think there's one more tweet, actually. This is the most important one. Our electoral process is broken. Do you know what you were thinking when you said this?
Well, it was 3 days after the 6th. But
you had just gotten back.
Yeah.
Your flight was good.
I'm not certain. Do you know?
I have no idea. No, I was just going through messages that you sent in my chat, and this is one that I looked at and was like, man, there's got to be something there. I didn't know if you knew.
I know it was probably really funny if it was like unprompted. Like it was like I came into the chat and said that. It was definitely funny.
You had us tilted. We were scared. 100%. We didn't know what was going on.
No, yeah. I've always wanted you to do that. I feel like you're a good like interviewer. Like you're good at like talking.
I mean, I feel like I'm talking to the GOAT interviewer. What are you talking about? I feel like you're a good interviewer, says the guy who's interviewing like the biggest, I would call them pop culture celebrities
That's
in the
like
world.
under like Fortnite though. It's like a cheat code.
No. I actually think that it's like a very clever way for you to make other people comfortable. Because I think that like those questions that you ask are extremely normal. And in fact, you're more of like a response guy. You like let them talk and kind of like guide them gently with like little jokes and funny things.
Depends on the person.
It depends on the person. But Fortnite is really what makes them feel comfortable, like distracting them with Fortnite so that maybe they will, I don't want to say slip up because you're not trying to gotcha them. You're not that kind of guy. But they'll feel more comfortable talking about things that maybe they wouldn't if they were staring you in the eyes or something crazy.
It's why like I don't use like a face cam and stuff. Just for like my normal streams anyways, I feel like more comfortable. And then like...
you feel more comfortable.
I feel more comfortable not using it. And then like for that, to me, it's like with Fortnite Friday, it's just like I'm like in game chat. Mm-hmm. Like it's like I'm playing Halo.
It's almost like you queued up with like a random person, but that like person ends up being Adrian Dittman.
That's kind of how I looked at it when I started. It was like I would like do random queuing Fortnite with like random people. And I was like, I could just do this with like a person.
Yeah, and all you have to do is message them on Twitter 100 times, and eventually someone will say yes.
And like crash my car.
Yeah. Tell them that you'll. If they don't come on your show, which is great.
Let's keep that out of the Stanz Show.
Let's keep that out of the Stanz Show. In fact, let's start very light.
There's kids here.
Connor, you have always been someone that I think has like a great taste in media, not only in suggesting it, but in like talking about why you like it or what's good. What have you been watching lately?
Been watching.
Yeah, or reading or anything, but like what's been on your mind lately in terms of media?
I liked the new Star Wars show, Andor. That was pretty good.
Season 2.
Yes.
Yeah, I saw season 1.
I like season 1 better.
Oh, really?
I still like season 2.
Okay, but it's still good.
Yeah,
it's
it was
worth
like,
watching.
The first season was like 5, so it was like 4.5. It was good. But I liked Severance was good.
Oh, dude, Severance ruled.
That was really good. I liked it's like most recent. Well, no, I watched The Rehearsal. That finished this week.
Everyone's talking about it.
Yeah.
I haven't watched it.
It was good.
I feel really bad because Nathan Fielder like personally called me out. Where he said like, I mean, not really, but he's like, people who say this show is too cringe and it makes them uncomfortable, real life is cringe. And so you should be able to watch. I cannot watch it. Yeah. It actually makes me want to just like kind of hide a little bit.
Yeah.
It just feels a little too raw.
I think the first scene of The Rehearsal was kind of like that for me.
Really?
But it was like, it got really like, oh my God, how is this happening? And then this one is like, not like the same. It's just a different thing entirely, pretty much. But like the end message, I really appreciated.
Really?
Because it was, I don't want to spoil it.
Spoil it. Dude, this is not going to come out for a couple weeks anyway.
Well, like he does like this whole bit where he's like talking about like trying to understand airline pilots and stuff. It's a lot to explain with that. But basically, it's like he finds out that like if pilots are diagnosed with like any condition or like OCD, autism, whatever, they could not fly anymore. They could lose their
they get
job.
Taken away, which I guess kind of makes sense because there's like, a lot of people who are in their hands.
Like, the thing is, a lot of pilots
are autistic because they love planes.
Yeah,
for
so
sure.
It's like on Reddit forums seeing that, and so he does this bit where he's like talking to like autism specialists, and they're like all under the impression that he has it, and he's like, oh,
right,
like I don't know what you're talking about because he's never been diagnosed.
Sure.
And so the end episode is him actually flying a real 737 with people in it. Because he spent 2 years just like learning how to fly a plane for the bit.
Okay, so it's not even like fake, like it's real. He
he's actually flying a plane.
And he got to fly a plane with people in it, like a jumbo jet.
And the workaround with that is that like because they're all actors on the plane rehearsing, you don't need the same clearance that you need as an actual.
It's not a commercial flight.
It's not a commercial flight.
That's
and so
crazy.
Everybody just is allowed to do it because they're all acting like they're on a plane.
Right. But really they're just on a plane.
He's actually flying the plane.
Yeah.
And so then the end of the season is like just this shot of him getting the callback from like his autism diagnosis test. And he just like deletes the voicemail.
Right, before he even listens to it kind of thing?
Yeah, but it was like actually like to me, I really appreciate it because like as someone that was diagnosed when I was in high school, is like on the spectrum. I think at the time it was like Asperger's, but now it's just like it's a full like they just call it the spectrum, whatever, because it's so wide.
Yeah.
But I appreciated it because it was like, oh, this is kind of how I felt about it in high school. Like when I was in high school and I got it, I like for a whole week, I was like, oh God, like everybody's been lying to me my whole life.
Right.
Like my perception of like what that was like, not to like demeaning about it like this, but like what you would think when you think of somebody with like very severe mental disabilities or like Down syndrome or something.
Sure.
So like I was like, oh my, so my impression for the first week was like, oh my God, like everybody's been lying to me.
Yeah, the glass shattered.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, like what was true about like my life up until this point.
Yeah, people were just like being nice or things like that. And so there was like this really weird like perception that I had until like I understood it better. And then it was like, there's just this episode is just really interesting to me because it was like the same kind of exploration by like him.
Right.
Because it's weirdly serious, but also hilarious and absurd, which is like a lot of what he does.
Yeah,
so
it's
like,
all of what he does.
Yeah.
That's so interesting. I've heard a lot. I mean, this is not even close to the same. Like I took the autism spectrum test on stream and I was like right on the borderline. And a lot of people in my chat who had been diagnosed with autism or even like you said, Asperger's before had talked about how like, it was like almost a 50-50 split. Half of them were like, wow, this was so nice because now I feel like ways I didn't understand myself or the world, there's at least like a word I can put to it and I can work to learn. And then like you talked about the other half that people are like, oh, does this mean something different about me? And it's like a new challenge you have to overcome, unfortunately, that you didn't ask for or want. You've always been Connor. They've always been themselves. And it's just
and
like,
in a way, it's almost like a part of me still like wishes that like I hadn't like known because
you wish you
like,
deleted the voicemail.
Yeah, exactly like that. Because it's like, okay, well now like my lens of like what I'm experiencing is like kind of through this like what is different that other people aren't getting. It's like that wasn't like a layer that like I had before.
Right. It's another step that has to be done like in your head as you're like thinking through situations. I understand that completely. Where it's like it's another lens and you're like, well, fuck, am I thinking this because this or this because this? And all of a sudden you
and it's just like the way I look at like mental health stuff now too. Because like I've been diagnosed with like OCD, anxiety stuff as well. And so it's like none of these things are like a specific like brain chemistry that like you can like point at and be like, oh, like if you have like COVID, you test positive for COVID.
Right.
Like with mental health, it's like it's all like very broad and abstract.
Yeah, you talked about the spectrum where
Yeah.
it's like this thing where you could be anywhere on there.
Yeah, so I'm sure like plenty of people fall somewhere on it to an extent.
I mean, I would say I'd say
Yeah,
everyone does
I think
somewhere.
most streamers.
Yeah, definitely streamers, but I would say most people generally.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. Which is funny. I think we talked about it, I can't remember if it was with Ludwig, with someone, where it's like, I think sexuality is very similar. I think everyone's a little bit gay. Like, you have to be. Like, even like the tiniest little bit.
At least like see it.
You see a buff dude and you're like, damn, he's got muscles or something.
Nice,
like that.
that's
Man. Somewhere on there, all the way up until like extreme gay. Yeah. So I feel the same way with the autism
I can
spectrum.
appreciate like that I'm not gay, and then like see like, oh wow, if I was gay, I would like that person.
Right, like that's the kind of thing I would like. Right, you understand sexuality at least on that level. Yeah, which is
the
great.
same thing.
Yeah, that rules. Wow. We were talking about movies for one second. Now we're talking about autism. Yeah.
I've been playing a lot of Deadlock still.
Still, you're the face of Deadlock.
I'm the face of the game.
When you go, Deadlock goes.
No, I think it's gonna be huge.
Really? Still?
I think it's gonna be the biggest game in the world. I have never been this confident in a game.
Connor, no, it's
I've
not
never
going
been
to
this
be.
confident.
It's not going to be. It's too hard. That's the problem.
No.
It is. There's no kids that are going to play Deadlock.
Kids are going to play Deadlock. Kids are going to love Deadlock.
Okay.
And here's why.
Why?
The game, well, it's got like the colorful Overwatch kind of look, but like the actual core gameplay is so fun once you actually like, it's not, the tutorial needs to be improved, but it's not that difficult. Like the most difficult part for people is just that it's a MOBA.
Right.
Like that's actually the part that people struggle with, even that watch me that like aren't huge like gamers, as they're like, oh, I don't know what's going on.
Right.
The MOBA part's the most confusing. The actual like game itself is like, there's a high ceiling, but like the core gameplay itself is not too difficult. It's a shooter. You get 4 abilities like Overwatch. Yeah, I think it'll be good.
That's awesome. I'm excited for Deadlock. Andor season 2 and Deadlock.
Andor season 2.
That's the big 2. And the
everybody's talking about.
I have to watch the rehearsal. I'm actually just so scared, which is a dumb thing to say. But I am like,
it's so funny too.
Scares me.
It's really funny.
Okay, one thing I want to really ask you, this is something that came from my Discord, and it's something that I've been thinking about since they said it weeks ago. You are extremely popular on Twitter, and you seem to be, to someone like me, someone who like understands that responsibility. And in my mind, you like tweet for what is right and what is good, even if it's like close to the edge. Do you have like a set of rules for yourself, or do you truly just tweet like, this is what I feel? Or how do you go about even being like, I don't even want to call you a shit poster. You're not a shit poster.
Yeah.
You're just like a guy who is popular on Twitter.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, it is kind of just stream of consciousness. Not to say that like I'm objectively good and make the right call.
I think you're objectively good on Twitter. Obviously, hey, there's going to be some misses, but it's mostly hits.
I think that like, it's like a level of like people like me, because like I'm pretty authentic for like myself online and like what I do. Like I could probably make a lot more money than I do and monetize and like share my content better than like I do. And I just like do it because I like it, and it just happened to be a job.
I do think people are drawn to that like aloofness. Yeah. Where it's like, it is true to you. You kind of do stream of consciousness, and like you think it's funny, so they think it's cool. And like,
I stream Deadlock when most people don't give a shit yet.
Right, exactly. Yeah, dude, that's good mindset. You're actually a great advocate
you
for
just wait till Valkyrie and Pokemon and Ninja, everybody's playing it, dude.
Yeah, they're going to be playing it just like they were playing Valorant.
It is still so funny to me that Shroud's game came out that week, Spectre Divide or whatever.
Did you play it at all?
Yeah, I had a sponsor for it.
Okay. Oh no, that's the meanest thing you could have said about it. Well, I had a sponsor.
I will say I liked like the like art design kind of for it, but I hated the gimmick. Like the whole like
two bodies.
Two bodies.
I played the beta quite a bit actually, because we were like back when Off-Brand was still alive. Rest in peace. We were talking to them a little bit about doing some marketing, and it just felt like I was crushing, but all I was doing was like running at them and then dying and then getting my other body and running at them and like out shooting people. It was. I don't want to say it's like, I think it's too complicated as well. So people don't want to have a second body and throw it.
Yeah,
and
I mean,
do
it's just like
stuff.
Counter-Strike or Valorant with like another body. Yeah. And like, I feel like
it's with a gimmick, like a bad gimmick.
Yeah. You know? So to me, it was like, if you're doing like a offshoot of like the tack shooter genre, like I really don't know what you do with that Valorant didn't already do for people. Like if you want to make it big, because Valorant's huge with like a lot of people and like normie people as well. Like what is Spectre Divide trying to like capture? Yeah,
you have like the regular, like the older audience and the people who like hardcore with CSGO or CS2 now. And then you have like the younger people and people who like a little more cartoony or ability based, and they have Valorant. There's not really a lot of room for like a tactical shooter. Yeah. Unless you go even more real. And I don't even know how you do that. Like going prone and ghillie suited out of your mind or something.
It just never super appealed to me, but it was super funny how like it came out the week Deadlock went out of like you were allowed to stream Deadlock now that week. And then Shroud is putting more hours in the Deadlock than his own game.
By a lot.
By a ton.
Yeah, I mean, he was streaming like 12 hours a Deadlock a day.
So funny.
Yeah.
Shroud thinks it's gonna be big too.
Really?
At Stream Awards, I was like, "You still playing Deadlock?" He's like, "Dude, off stream all the time, bro."
Really?
He thinks it's huge. Yeah,
all right.
He loves it.
Man, it's weird that it's not. I guess we'll wait for it to be public.
I think a lot. There's like a hush, like there is like a more private like play test that like I'm not even in.
Right.
That like
the most recent branch of like the stuff.
Yeah, and like a lot of like ex Overwatch pros are like definitely in it and playing it and like putting time into it because they expect it to get picked up pretty big. But there a lot of them are in that private play test playing like a more developed version of the game.
Right. Yeah. What's closer to main launch game.
Yeah.
You mentioned that you thought if you were like a little more intentional about sharing your content, you could make more money. I'm curious. Do you make money on Twitter? I think you have a check mark.
Yeah. I made the most money I've made on Twitter in a month last month.
How much is that? Do you mind sharing?
$48.
No.
Yeah.
You're lying. You got so many impressions.
It's not, I guess it's like
that's the most you've ever made on Twitter.
You need to tweet a lot. Like right. When I tweet, it hits.
Yeah.
But I'm not doing like 1,000 a day.
No. I mean, you're doing like 2 a day, maybe.
Yeah. There's like these guys, like, that's why I think a lot of the like conservative like grifters do so well. Because like they're just
tweeting about literally
all the time,
everything, or replying to things, you know, concerning,
stuff concerning
like
bad.
Yeah,
there's a girl in this. What?
Damn, $48. That's it.
Yeah,
man, that
usually
is not worth it.
Because
it costs money, right? I don't know how Twitter works anymore. You have to pay like $10.
I was like grandfathered in because they had like a check mark or whatever. But yeah, I think it costs like $8 or something.
Okay, theoretically it costs you $8 to make $48.
Yeah,
and you're a good Twitter poster.
Yeah.
Like there's no universe I would make money on Twitter. I would lose tons of money.
I mean, it's weird because like I deleted it off my phone last week because like
you were talking about that because I was messaging you on Twitter to set this up and you're like, please stop. You have to text my phone.
Yeah, I pissed off like Aiden Ross's fans.
I saw Asmongold tweet about you.
Yeah, Asmongold got mad, and so Asmongold's fans weren't as like annoying. Like I've dealt with like streamers in that circle, but like the Aiden Ross fans are crazy. Like they were like posting like Schlatt and I's like old Austin address.
Oh,
and I was like, I don't know who lives
there.
Dude,
that's terrifying.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know who's there. And then like
it's just like a family now.
Yeah,
right? Yeah. It's like you guys are gone. Yeah.
And I was like, that's weird. And they're just annoying in a way that like concerned me for once. Where I was like, someone could get mad and like be like mean.
What is your plan for that or like response to that? Is that like going to be like an avoid it? Like, okay, you know what? This is not like an area I
with like
play anymore.
People?
Yeah, like talking about.
Oh no,
Aiden.
For sure, I'm gonna keep.
Okay, you're gonna keep doing it.
No, I'm not gonna change. Like,
do you think that that's like risky for you?
I think it just
scares
like
me a little bit.
It's just like a tweet. Like it's just maybe like I'm not gonna tweet about it unless it's really funny.
Sure.
Like the tweet wasn't even that funny.
So the threshold is maybe higher.
Like I was gonna delete that one that pissed him off. Like
right.
I wasn't even like it was like just off the dome like joking because like the thing was like 3 weeks ago. I was like when GTA got delayed. I said like, oh, we got Joe Biden dying before GTA 6.
Right.
It's funny because it's like a year from now. I was just making a call that maybe Joe Biden will die.
Right.
And then he got diagnosed with
next
cancer.
year when he does die. Yeah.
And then he got diagnosed with cancer. So I was like, oh my God, like I'm an oracle. So then I just made a tweet that was like, oh, we got like the president and like Elon and Aiden Ross and all these people dying before GTA 6. Just like, oh, funny. Haha, because he called Joe Biden dying.
Right.
And then, Aiden Ross replied with he went dirty. He brought out the stream charts.
Oh, I saw that
actually. Stream charts, and I was like, dude, show the game, Deadlock, dude.
Yeah, man, biggest Deadlock streamer in the world, buddy.
Come on, man. It's like it was like put some context in it, but he,
What's Aiden Ross up to? I'm not a kick guy. Not that I don't think you're a kick guy either, but you're more in touch with the culture.
Like sipping lean a lot.
I can't tell if that's a joke at all.
No, I think he is like addicted to lean.
I got it.
Because like I get like because
I also realize that now it feels like I'm trying to bait you into like
you're fine.
this views. I'm not.
I don't think Aiden Ross fans watch the Stanz show.
I don't think so either, but they should.
They should.
And if they do it,
they'd learn something.
Yeah.
I think that like I occasionally would get like his like community stuff like on my timeline because like I like observing people that like I think are funny, ironically. And Aiden Ross is one of those people where I think he's like really funny.
Yeah.
But not intentionally.
Sure.
And so like I would get his like community tab like occasionally on my feed. So I'd see like what his fans are saying.
Right.
And the fans would get really mad because like he would like not stream or something.
Sure.
Or like, oh, another excuse for stream. I was like, wow, sounds like my viewers mad that I didn't stream today.
Yeah, twins.
Like, same here, dude. But yeah, I don't even know. I think he like does like a boxing thing maybe now. But like it's like not like anybody you know. It's like like crazy kick people, Ice Poseidon adjacent kind of.
Right. Is he still big?
He's on Kick.
Right. I mean, he's got fans that are obviously willing to like try and dox you. So that's got to be like a certain size at least.
It's like, I don't know. I think that like, I know Ice is on Kick, but I don't know. You can't trust the numbers on Kick. So I don't really know like what's.
Yeah. And just to be clear, when Connor says you can't trust the numbers on Kick, they're just all view botting. So it's like, you not only can't trust the numbers on Kick, but you can't even trust anything on Kick.
Dude, I want to start view botting.
On Twitch or Kick?
I'm like anything. I don't care.
Yeah.
I was like, I need to start buying these things. Like, why not?
Are there people on Twitch that view bot? Really?
Oh yeah.
Really? Your eyes lit up. Yeah.
It is much more prevalent than I realized.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn.
I've heard from people that they even view bot people that don't even know they're being view botted. That's what I heard.
Sorry, explain that
I
one
heard
to
through
me.
the grapevine that some people are getting view botted or found out that like their view on a certain thing was inflated from someone, and they were like, "Oh, I didn't even."
From like a viewer or something.
Like maybe on like an advertiser.
Because I've seen advertisers. Oh, for sure. Like I think most recently there was the I don't know. It wasn't AT&T. The thing that Caroline and Will and them were doing. They were like all 50K in. And it's like, okay, we understand.
I love that one.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Sick. Yeah,
I guess I know. I assume every like big sponsored thing is completely view botted or like front page view botted, like the ways that are like legal view botting. But I guess I didn't know like regular Andy streamers.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, you can just. I don't even know how to do it. That's the thing. It's like I don't even know.
Also, you don't make more money, right?
Yeah.
Like it's not like you're getting subs.
I think it's like it. I think now it's like not better. I don't know, but like a big problem with Twitch now, and that I've had an experience is like my viewers aren't getting notifications and like knowing that like I'm there.
Really?
Because like they've been like changing like how that goes out based on like how often you're engaging with it.
I remember like a year ago or 2 years ago that was big. It was like no one was getting push notifications, even though they had them on.
It's just
Twitch.
like still been like a problem, and then but. A big thing was they changed how the sidebar worked at one point where like
where they put people.
Yeah, because like now it used to just always be viewer count based. And then it became like a recommended kind of feed of like here's who you've been watching that you follow.
Right.
Kind of ordered. And so if like you didn't watch like much but it's based on like it's not based on how much. So if I don't stream for a while, I'm not going to be on there next time I stream.
Right. Or if you're not streaming a game that is similar to other streamers they watch.
Yeah. But it's mainly like it's hours. So like if you watch a streamer for 2 minutes, but they're always live, they're more likely to be there. And then like me, who like you've watched more of my stream, but I'm not live as often. But then I'm not as likely to be in that feed on the left side.
Right.
So, I've encouraged people to like turn on notifications more and stuff.
Yeah. Hey, click the bell for Connor.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Figure it out. I don't know.
Yeah. And maybe it'll get sent. I don't know. I get every day there's people that are like, Twitch didn't send me a notification or Discord didn't send me the notification or whatever. And I don't know. I've
had YouTube be like most like consistent since I started multi-streaming there. It's like people get the notification of like the YouTube stream. And then they like go to Twitch and stuff.
How's that working? Lud was always a big proponent of like, if you're doing streams on YouTube, there's a much greater chance of growth. You don't have to worry about this like Twitch sidebar or who you've been watching. Like if you are streaming on YouTube, they are more likely to send it to people that are more likely to at least tune in. Have you found that?
I think that like, I don't really know. I think that YouTube has like brought in like a newer audience in terms of streams. I've gotten like on my own like recommended feed, like low view.
Like 20 view streams?
Yeah, like low
all
view
the time
count streams lately. Like more so than like I did like a year ago. A lot of times they're like Deadlock now because that's like
so
what I'll
funny.
play. But yeah, I don't know. I
mean, that means the algorithm is doing its job. It's like giving you Deadlock streams when you love Deadlock. Yeah.
But like, I don't really know if like I'd say that like as like a news, like if I was doing what I do, which is like, I mean, people would say I don't do variety. I do mainly Deadlock right now. But when like overall variety, like I don't really know how that would grow on YouTube.
Interesting. Yeah, YouTube seems to be more like genre and like content fit based versus Twitch was always the variety streamers could succeed there.
Yeah.
But if you go on YouTube, you could be a million, not view, but like a person who does a certain niche and gets millions of views or tens of thousands of live views. But you'll never be able to leave your circle, whether it's makeup or this certain game. I've been watching tons of Football Manager YouTubers and they're getting so many views, but like it's so different than Twitch. And they wouldn't be able to like switch games.
I really don't like that about YouTube is how categorized you seem to feel.
Dude, the algorithm is regimented. Yeah, it knows exactly which hopper to put you into to send to people.
Yeah.
It really, I mean, I think I'm just like personally aggrieved because I put out a YouTube video that was different and it didn't do well.
Yeah.
But it's like, if you do something different, YouTube does not know what to do.
Yeah, but I generally think it's a problem because like there's even like people that like I do like watch or like pretty consistently that like I'll miss something because they did something slightly different and then like their normal stuff now isn't there either, and it just seems like such a basic like issue with their system.
Yeah, it sucks, especially like a lot of my friends are content creators, and they'll be like, dude, when I have a good video, it's like, hey, I saw your video, like it makes sense. And then I'll put this one out. It's like, they didn't even know it was out yet. You know, it's like not been recommended. And so I don't know. I am technologically illiterate. I am not like an algorithm surfer and can figure it out. So I just assume
it's all vibes.
I'm bad. Yeah, it is all vibes. It's like magic, dude. It's black magic.
It literally is. Yeah. It's just vibes and picking up on whatever. I couldn't be able to explain it. You just kind of get it.
Yeah. I mean, Mr. Beast gets it, right?
Mr. Beast does get it.
Mr. Beast fucking gets it, dude.
He gets it good.
Yeah.
He's figured it out.
Is he going to fall off? I think you have like your finger on the,
no,
you say Deadlock's going to succeed. Mr. Beast's going to succeed.
Mr. Beast, I think, is like a pillar now.
Right. Too big to fail.
He's too big to fail. He's up there. I don't think he disappears. He's a staple for a while.
Do you think they should put Hood Mr. Beast in Fortnite?
I saw him tweet that. No, probably not.
Is that racist? Am I crazy? Am I soft? Am I woke?
I don't know. I thought I was woke when I was like, I don't know if you can say, but like, it was like, he seemed fine with it. Like everybody, I don't know. Like, I don't know. I guess
he got really into tweeting about Hood Mr. Beast over the
he
last
was really
few
into
days.
it. I mean, to be fair, it was funny, but like, not as funny when he's like engaging with it.
I feel like it's funny. Like I'm laughing at him, not laughing with him a little bit.
I don't know. I was Jimmy, do your thing. Like, it's whatever.
Yeah.
But I guess it's not my place to say if it's racist or not.
I respect that about you. Speaking of racism, speaking of politics,
Ludwig.
Go ahead. No, go ahead. Actually, take it away.
No, I misread the transition.
You misread the room. No, that's for later in this conversation. You have been someone, you've said this in like other interviews you've done when you're talking to people, you like making content that makes you laugh. Like that is like your guiding light here. But when I look at content you make, I also see that there is like a through line in almost everything that is like political in a way I enjoy, right? Like you look at the guests on Fortnite Friday, like a lot of them are going to be, and even if not political, you could say like inflammatory or like a little bit edgy, right? Like you're talking to Joe Exotic and you're trying to like push some buttons. Is that like a conscious choice you make? In the same way that you were like, oh, I'm cheating with Fortnite. I actually think that you do want to like do cutting edge political conversations with these people that are at the forefront. Like conversation hasn't even been determined on whether people like them, hate them. Are they bad people, good people? Is that like, this is all something that you're doing, right? You're setting this up and thinking about it.
I think that like, I don't like saying that like I purposefully want to like make it political or like have like political people. I think that like it's a combination of like one, like Twitter being mainly where I would like get people and it like heavily pushing like conservative figures over the past year, which made it easier to like respond to them and then like get attention because people would get my tweet in their feed replying because it was already boosting these people.
Right.
And they follow me, so they'd see the reply.
And then they would comment and retweet. Like, yes, you have to go on
like
Fortnite
George
Friday.
Santos would like see it and be like, oh, what's going on here? I think that like comedy is like to an especially like dry, like stream of consciousness. Because it's like if I'm streaming so much, I'm obviously like talking about like current events. And so it kind of just lends itself to like be somewhat political, but I don't try to like go out of my way to like do that. I think it just kind of naturally happens. And like in terms of guests, like with Joe Exotic and stuff, like again, it was the same situation. But I try to get away from like people thinking it's meant to be like some like I'm trying to like expose people in like conversation through Fortnite, I guess. Cause like I do want to get like normal like celebrities. Like I had like the Rizzler on last week.
Yeah.
He was a normal kid.
Yeah.
That was fun.
And even he got political.
Even
he got very political.
Even he did. It is, Fortnite does something to people, I guess.
Yeah.
But no, I try not to label it as that, and I don't want it to, because then it's going to be very difficult to like get like normal people,
regular
celebrities. Like I only like regular celebrity like I've had is like McKenna, who's just like that was just coincidence. She's like a viewer. McKenna Grace, she's a young actress, but she I don't think I've had any other like normal. Well, I had Zachary Levi, but then he was
that was very political. He got pretty political.
He's the one that brought it up too. Like I had like all these ideas to like get into it, and then I guess he had like been prepped on like what happened with George Santos.
Right.
So then he was like already on edge when it started, and
it was very defensive.
It was like, oh, okay,
here
we go.
But you were gonna just have a normal conversation with him, maybe talk about Shazam. I was gonna
see if like he would bring stuff up or whatever. But
yeah. You also did the Costco guys. You're not doing like everything political, but
Anthony Fantano.
I don't want to say you shine. Maybe it is just algorithm. Maybe I'm being poisoned. And
no,
it's like, you shine when you do that.
I think that's a lot of it. Is like a lot of people like that's what they see. But I try not to have it just be that.
Fair enough.
No.
last Twitter related question, or not question. I made a game for you.
Okay.
I have pulled your tweets. One of these tweets was not you.
That wasn't me.
What you know?
Yeah, immediately.
What do you mean you know immediately? You know every tweet you have? You have so many tweets.
Well, I mean, I don't have that. I mean,
which one? Sorry, which one? Read the one that you do not think was you.
Watch your back. Shazam is coming. Dr. Anthony Fauci.
Do you think that's something you would tweet?
I don't really get it, so that's why I'm not.
I literally sat here for like an hour being like, okay, I'm going to channel Connor. I'm going to make a good tweet and I'm going to get him.
Oh, because Shazam doesn't like
he doesn't like the backs.
Yeah, okay.
Exactly.
Well, I get it, but no, that's not me.
No, that's not you. But the rest of these are obvious. You remember them specifically. I also didn't think we'd talk about Aiden Ross because now we have to know if Drake is a pedophile, but he's commonly seen in the Aiden Ross gig chat, which was a banger to be sure.
Good one, Connor.
What about Elon Musk killing himself on 420? You said that, hey, this is not what the Stanz show is, but I did
that's
bring it in here.
Yeah, I liked that one.
I've been advised by my lawyers to no longer tweet out vague threats towards corporate accounts. Sorry to all my fans.
Yeah, people were sad about that.
Yeah.
Because I kind of like tweeting vague threats towards corporate accounts.
And you just don't do it anymore.
Yeah, well, today I tweeted, I was like, what did I say? I didn't even intend for this to sound as bad as it did.
Okay.
I said, like, bombed my leftist Joe Rogan interview at the Pentagon today. And I just meant it as like, oh, I blew it. And then I was in the shower and I got out and people were like, "Wow, you're crazy for this one." And I was like, "Oh." So then I was like, "Oh, bad phrasing." And then after like 20 minutes, I was like, "I'm just going to delete this one."
Damn,
like,
I didn't even see it. I think that's a great tweet. I think it's funnier with the, I don't know if you'd call it a double entendre, but it's like, it's very funny.
Yeah, I mean, but like, I don't want them to think I'm not with the current situation in the country. I don't want to do that.
Right.
I don't want to be made an example.
Right. It's just, by made example, you mean like abducted and sent to a different country, presumably.
Yeah, that could be bad.
Right.
That would suck. I would do really bad.
You think you would do really bad
in like prison and also just like in another country.
Right.
And also just like in any situation I'm uncomfortable.
Which that would be one.
Yeah.
Because the situation you're most comfortable with is like hanging out on Twitter, playing Deadlock, streaming.
I like how like this like when you pull up the tweets here.
Yeah.
Like it becomes like the negative zone in the background.
Yes, because sometimes I feel like it's like, hey, you got too many dark backgrounds. It's like, hey, you know what? Let's change it here.
Ludwig looks scary.
He does look very scary. Kind of looks like he has a little bit of a milk mustache there.
Yeah.
Yeah. I worked very hard on this PowerPoint. All I did was turn it negative.
That's awesome.
Damn, this pulled up, and before I could even read the tweets, you were like, that wasn't me.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel
there's just something about it. You like looked at it and it didn't have the right feel.
Yeah, I mean, maybe our brains just work different, but I feel like I can like know pretty quick, like pretty immediately if like I said something or not.
Uh-huh. That's so funny that you saw that immediately. I know it's going to come across on video,
it was
but
bad.
To me, it's like the second I hit next, you were like, something's wrong here, buddy.
It's not because it was bad. It was
it's just not you.
It's just not
you
me.
You remember your tweets. That's your work. That's your art.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Let's talk about Fortnite Friday a little bit because Fortnite Friday, God, it's so funny because it's not how I know you. I know you as like Connor from Twitch and like Connor, my cool friend. But a lot of people know you from Fortnite Friday. So we got to talk about it a little bit. What has been the Fortnite Friday that you have done where the guest was, let's say, the most different from what you expected? Or where like you went into it thinking like, this is how it's going to go. And you came out of it thinking, holy shit.
Honestly, I guess George Santos is like, he was like.
Because you had a good time.
Yeah, he had a good time. He like rolled with the punches and like, he still wanted to like be friends after. It was like, that surprised me. Not yet, and like,
but he's guilty. He was convicted.
Yeah,
or
he's
something?
been like depression tweeting lately. Like,
really
tweeting like T minus this many days, and then he's like, like this whole like long tweet where you have to like click like show more on,
right?
And it's just like, don't feel sorry for me. Don't send me letters. I don't want it. Like it will just add to the pain.
Right,
like,
make it harder for me.
Yeah, I was like, this is like. If like I was like tweeting like one and like, oh no, my girlfriend broke up with me. I'm so sad.
That's kind of how he lives his life though. He, like by the seat of his pants.
I guess that like I would understand like I would feel like in his situation I'd have a bit more reflection at this point and even just my views in general. Because like if you're like goal, like what reason would he not have to be pardoned now? Like they're just pardoning people.
They are just pardoning people.
Like why is he not in the batch? Like why doesn't he get any help?
I mean, I think he wasn't necessarily. It feels like, and I'm not trying to get too political here. They're like pardoning people in the Trump sphere, and he was just more in the general grifter sphere.
Yeah, but like he's like just as like and saying the same stuff as like Marjorie or people like that. Like,
Right.
he was just,
I did take a tweet out of there where you said, this is maybe too far. I might even edit this out of the podcast.
Yeah.
You said it's not too late to abort. It was a retweet of a Marjorie Taylor Greene tweet. And I was like, damn, this is maybe too much here for me.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like he was like upset, you know, like 3 weeks ago, he like the Game Awards kid has like his show now. The kid that like
the
went
scary shooter kid, like that's like always behind people.
Yeah, he like stood behind him on. He like
I don't
went
like
on
that
stage.
guy.
Yeah,
I have like no real
like,
reason to not like him, but he freaks me out.
He definitely like walked the line of like being like, "Oh, what are you doing?" Because he would like try to like talk with like Hassan too at one point, I think, on like his stream. But like now he just has like his own like talk show, a little Fortnite Friday similar. Where like it's like kind of Eric Andre. Like
I think I've seen him on like a set that looks like Joe Rogan. Like he's like at a table with people like doing a podcast.
Yeah, it doesn't look like Joe Rogan though. It looks like it's
maybe
like,
that was someone else's podcast.
It looks like a plastic table and he's just there.
Sorry, it looks like cheap Joe Rogan. I apologize.
Super cheap Joe Rogan. Yeah, he's funny. He's a funny dude. Like
really?
I met him one time at well, I had him do a bit on my stream at one point. Like when he was like, this was right after the Game Awards. Yeah. But his show has just gotten crazy guests. Like, I don't know who his manager. Like they're doing better than me.
They're doing good booking.
They're doing better than Fortnite Friday. Like he had like Howie Mandel. He had like some other people, but he had Matt Gaetz on the other week.
Really?
And I was like, oh my God, Matt Gaetz is like doing shows. So
that was potential Secretary of Defense Matt Gaetz.
Yeah, I immediately texted George Santos. I was like,
George, you've got to get Matt.
I literally told him, I was like, you got to get me in touch. Like, let's figure this out. And so he throws me in a group text with like Matt Gaetz' like manager or something.
Really?
And then like I didn't hear anything after like I said something. And then
well,
like,
you know why? You have to use Signal.
Well, yeah, yeah. But George Santos was then tweeting like upset that like his like allies in Washington
have not
like,
been standing up
like
for
weren't
him.
helping him get pardoned or something. And that included Matt Gaetz. I was like, damn.
Interesting.
Maybe that's why I didn't get a reply.
You would do a Fortnite Friday with Matt Gaetz? That's like something you'd be interested in doing?
Yeah.
Interesting.
I think that'd be funny. Well, yeah, it'd be funny, but like, I don't know. I shouldn't.
A harder line to walk in. Like
it's a harder line to walk to an extent, but it's also easier. Because like, well.
I think you would maybe feel more comfortable like punching. I was going to say punching up, punching down, punching anywhere.
Yeah.
Like he's easier to punch.
Just being careful on my comments in case they research before saying yes or no.
In case they like look at this. So you're saying you'd love to have Matt Gaetz and you would
I'm such a big fan.
Fair, but good interviewer of him.
He was really great in Congress.
He was really great. I loved his work, especially his Venmo payment notes.
He should have been the Secretary of Defense. He got robbed.
Yeah, by the Fox News host.
By the Fox News Weekend host.
Who is now out?
Is he?
I don't know. No, I think he's not out.
Leak? Do you know?
No, sorry, I don't know. I'm in the Signal group chat as well.
Oh,
Me
man.
and the fucking guy from Washington Post.
It's just so wild. What an awesome world.
Yeah, it's tough. You didn't get enough Trump coin to go to the dinner last week, huh?
No, I didn't. I have like his like first, and it's gone up in value. It's like one of the few NFTs that has like gone up.
Sick.
Like last year he released NFT trading cards, but like he did it also like 2 years prior. And that first time, like in 2023, 2022, I got one. And like,
is there a picture associated with it?
Yeah. Okay, and it's actually a good one. I don't remember, but it was like,
it's actually a good one. It's so funny.
It's like, because it was like the way they work is like random hat, random features or whatever. I guess how NFTs are, but like mine was good. And it was like $20 to get it. And I think it's like, last I checked, it was like $600.
Really?
Yeah.
People are still doing NFTs, huh?
I don't really know if people still are, or if like that one specifically is like, this is a president's NFT that he, like, I imagine there's like some historical, like,
yeah, or there's a chance I could get something out of this or sell it to like someone else who's a big Trump fan or something.
Yeah,
He's got very passionate fans.
Yeah, I don't know how you get invited to the dinner. I don't think
you had to be one of the top 100 Trump coin holders.
So awesome.
And I saw an article today. I did not verify this. I'm not a journalist. That was like the mother of one of the guys that went to that dinner got pardoned. And she was she was like a January 6th or something equivalent. You know what I mean? She was trying to like get the truth out.
I think it is kind of awesome how like little, like it just doesn't matter now.
No, it doesn't matter even
just
a
like,
little
fuck
bit.
It, do
it's
it.
so goofy.
Who cares? Like just, I'll do whatever. And like, he's just like, I don't know. I said I don't want to be like so aligned with like politics, but like it's how can you not right now with just like how crazy the world is?
It is crazy. Like, and not even usually it's how crazy the world is. Right now it's like how crazy the US is.
Yeah,
man, it's
like,
fucking
it's
nuts.
Just so wild. Like he's just like there, like he tweeted about like wanting to like open Alcatraz again randomly over the weekend. And it was like people were like, what got him to do that? And the same like 2 tweets after that, he was like, we're gonna bring like movies back to Hollywood.
Yeah, he'd watch The
Like,
Rock
what's
with
the
Sean
deal?
Connery
Like,
on
what's
TBS.
what's wrong? Yeah, so he like people looked at it and like on like public broadcasting in Palm Beach that weekend. It was like Escape from Alcatraz,
Yeah.
and so he watched that.
Yeah. And then tweeted about it
Like
immediately.
the president was just watching public broadcasting at like 2 a.m.
Yeah.
Saw the movie and was like, "We got to bring this back."
Yeah.
Which
They
is
had
like,
to
if
tell him
that
it's a
was all he was
museum,
doing, it'd be kind of awesome. The problem is, like, I part of me genuinely believes that like he's not like he's obviously narcissist, but he's too like dumb to like realize the implications of what he even does.
Right.
That like I think the people around them are just kind of like sign this, put on your desk, do whatever.
Sure.
And then he's like, all he cares about, I want to open Alcatraz.
Yeah, he just wants to like say crazy shit, do cool shit, do cool shit. I say
he's like, why aren't we making movies here? Like, do that. Like
we used to be a country. Why are we making movies?
On a surface level, I'm like, all right, sure.
Yeah. Alcatraz is kind of cool, man. It wasn't a very good prison. It cost a ton of money to do anything there. People did escape.
It's the idea of it, though.
Yeah,
I get what he's saying.
Rock, you know
it's
what I mean?
the idea. It's like we send the baddest dudes there.
Yeah.
You can see it just off the coast of San Francisco. Mm-hmm.
Next to all the woke libs, dude, knowing that there's some scary boys
like, watch out.
Yeah,
don't act up.
Yeah, the boogeyman. He's going to let him out of Alcatraz.
You could go over there.
That's so funny.
It's a better idea than like Guantanamo, which is like so far away. You can't see it.
And also bad.
And bad.
Yeah.
And also bad with bad things happening. But at least
thank you.
Alcatraz, you can see it.
Speaking of people who have a large cult of personality, I asked my Discord the number one guest on Fortnite Friday, who they would want the most. And you can probably guess Pope Leo.
Who?
What? Pope Leo, the new Pope.
Oh.
The brand new Pope. The smoke is coming out of the chimney.
Yeah.
And the real question, I don't even care if you would get Pope Leo or not. What Fortnite skin would Pope Leo use?
I don't know. I think that
I mean, there's thousands of them at this point.
there is a lot of Fortnite skins. I don't know. I mean, I imagine like these answers just a default. He wouldn't have an account. I would have to set him up.
Let's say that it turns out, I mean, he is a White Sox fan.
Yeah.
He was born in the US. Let's say he's a gamer and he does like Fortnite.
Okay.
Maybe not Fortnite esports, but he like plays with his boys, the Cardinals and the Bishops. But he wants to represent his personality. He's from Chicago.
Yeah. I mean, I guess
he's a Pope. He loves Jesus.
Yeah, maybe put on like a Bears skin, like a Chicago Bears.
Okay, fair enough. Rep the city.
Yeah, maybe like.
Are there any religious skins in Fortnite? There's a big market there for like Jesus.
I was thinking about that.
Muhammad,
I don't think. That's why I think
Buddha.
I almost answered like Luke Skywalker, like a Jedi.
Oh, because that's like a God allegory.
Kind of like
you know what I mean?
Yeah, something like that.
Interesting.
I don't know.
That might be sacrilege for a pope because that's like magic.
Potentially. I don't know. That's a tough one. I never thought about that. I never like think about what skin they're going to use or wear.
It's not even your guests. You haven't thought because like I think a lot of them are probably like relatively new to Fortnite. A lot of them are asking you the controls. When
like the Rizzler had like a ton of skins that he was like switching around, but that made sense.
Is there a Shazam skin? Did Zachary use one?
No, but there is a Black Adam one.
Okay.
And he didn't stay long enough for me to do the bit where I put on the Black Adam skin because I didn't have the Black Adam skin. That's what it was.
And it wasn't in the store at the time, maybe.
It wasn't in the store. It hasn't been brought back. It was only in the shop when Black Adam was in theaters.
Right.
Hasn't come back because no one cared about that movie. Which, speaking of which, that movie bombing is like led to like The Rock like doing like real roles. Have you seen that?
Is he doing? There's like a boxing movie or something he's doing where he has hair.
Doing a boxing movie with A24 with Benny Safdie, and then he's gonna star in a Scorsese movie.
Which one? Which one?
Him. I don't know. I don't know what it's called. It's him.
Or any of the plot.
It's him, Emily Blunt, and like Leonardo DiCaprio. I was like,
that's crazy.
Oh my God, yeah. It's wild. Like I think that like the A24 one is like, okay, we'll see if he can do it. But if he's like doing Scorsese and stuff, like obviously, like word's going around, like he can do it.
Yeah. So, he saw Batista doing it and was like, wait, I want to get in on this.
Yeah. He's like, instead of being the president, I'll do that.
Yeah, he was trying to drum up support for running for president.
Yeah.
And now it's Stephen A. Smith.
Yeah.
Who's like saying that he's going to run for president.
Yeah, they're just saying stuff. I mean,
I guess
anybody can do it.
I think anyone can do it. So I don't think they are just saying stuff at this point.
Yeah, I don't know.
At a certain point, if you have enough Twitter followers, you can do almost anything.
That's what I was saying. Like, you were like, if Mr. Beast is going to go in. I was like, no, he's probably going to be president.
Yeah. You know, Ludwig, one time we were in Japan driving around, and he sincerely told me he thought Jimmy would be a good president and that he would vote for him.
I think that's
crazy, right? Please.
I mean,
no, don't do this.
So, like, I think that like my entire perception of like government has been shattered by like the Trump presidency.
That
and
makes
like
sense.
who would like be a good president. And I think that there's an argument with like what Trump has done that like the fact that he has just kind of done things as like is like the argument for him. that stands, and that like he's not like surrounded by
it's not this slow bureaucracy. It's like someone could come in and cut through the red tape and change
he
things.
is doing that now. And so I think that like there's an argument made that with an outsider, that works. But I don't know if Jimmy Beast would exactly be like totally informed on everything's the best to do that.
Right. Well, it seems like presidents don't have to be totally informed.
Yeah, I guess who knows? I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Who knows? We might not even have one. I don't think we're getting rid of all that.
Yeah,
like
maybe.
Government money, all going away.
I'm going to get, Mazel Tov to me, Rochelle's pregnant. I'm going to get $1,000 from Trump.
Oh, nice.
If the big, beautiful bill passes.
Yeah.
Yeah, $1,000 savings account straight to me, which is not a lot of money for raising a child.
So is it just like one-time payment?
It's one time, yeah. First-time parents, if this bill passes, will get $1,000. It used to be called the MAGA savings account. Now it's called the Trump savings account. He's kind of separating himself a little bit.
He's thinking ahead.
Yeah, he is thinking ahead.
Like once all this stuff collapses.
He wants his name on the checks.
That's MAGA's fault. That's not Trump's fault.
Exactly. I gave you the check. You know what I mean? My name's on there.
Yeah, it's like when Jesus' followers would like do bad things. He's like, well, Jesus didn't do that.
Yeah, some of them changed their name, right?
Yeah.
Paul was not Paul before he was doing bad things, but I don't know enough about religion.
Another P name or something.
Yeah.
I know a lot. I went to a Christian school growing up.
Really?
Yeah, I was an expert.
Do you think that affected who you are today?
100%. I think that like I started streaming and like doing YouTube and stuff partly as like an outlet.
Mm-hmm.
It's like it's very weird like social dynamic in like Christian high school where like on a certain level, a lot of these kids I would say are getting up to like worse things like ethically and like, drug or sexual or anything wise than like a kid in like a normal public school
or something.
But then there's this layer of like they don't talk about it. And you get very shunned for even being adjacent to that kind of thing. Right. So then a level of like your social status is like how good of a Christian you are, but it's also like how cool you are. Very weird dynamic.
Right.
In like these
you were like
schools.
Incentivized to hide things or not talk about things. Yeah. Whereas maybe in a more open environment, you either wouldn't do those things, or if you did, you could talk to like a trusted adult.
Yeah. And like a lot of times, like just so much of like the curriculum would be like surrounded by like religion and stuff. And like what you know about that it was just strange. Even at the time I could understand that. And like I had like a lot of friends. I was popular. I knew everybody. I mean, it was like 100 kids in my class. But I just hated school. I hated learning and sitting down in class. And so when I would come home, I would just play video games and stream and actually be able to be funny in a way that like I felt comfortable. Whereas like at school, I couldn't really do that. You
didn't do that. So you feel like your streaming personality or your gaming personality was different than like, wait, was it because of the Christian school or just because of real life in general?
A bit of both. I think that like in like the physical presence of other people, like I shut down a little bit more.
And you talked a little bit about not using a camera, even that like separation helping you to be more of a comedian. Yeah.
So like, there's some of that, but it was also like the Christian school environment of like not knowing like what I can touch or say or like I remember like the 2008 election, we did like a mock election in our school. And like
we did too. Yeah.
I was one of the only, it was me and the one black kid in our grade at the time that voted for Obama.
Right.
And I didn't even know anything. I thought he had a funny name. I was like, I'll vote for him.
You're like, I thought he was from Kenya.
And so we got the results in and it was like, we'll say 100 kids in the class. It was like 98 votes from John McCain and 2 votes for Obama.
Yeah.
And so I remember leaving that day. I was like, damn, Obama's going to get fucked up in this election.
Yeah, he's going to get slaughtered.
Like, it's not even going to be like a competition.
Right.
And then that was when I realized I was like, oh, the world is larger than 3rd grade at this school.
Right.
Yeah.
We did a mock election in my school, and not only did the same thing happen, where I was like, my family's voting for Obama. They were like the liberal family in Yuma, Arizona. But I remember like when I said that, kids were like speaking in tongues and like, he's the Antichrist. And I was like, this is freaking me out, dude. I'm in public school and they're saying some weird shit to me.
Yeah. Yeah. It is wild. I was like talking to like a dude when I went back home recently that like is like still very like Christian and does all that. And he was like, I forget if his job is like related. But I was like, dude, like, isn't it wild that like all this like Antichrist stuff, like definitely Trump definitely fits that a lot better than like anybody else did. Like he's like literally like weirdly enough, like kind of wild. And he was like, I never thought about that. I was like, you never thought about that. Like,
what are you thinking about?
What are we thinking? Like, what's going on? I don't know. It's a weird world, but interesting world. I'm glad that like I'm here at this time. It's a cool time to like be alive.
Right.
If it's all gonna blow up, I wanted to be around to see it.
Yeah. I mean, I was hoping for maybe like living forever and all the other scientific advances, no cancer, ending world hunger.
Get there.
But instead we get like funny Twitter and like the end of the United States of America.
We'll get there. You have to go through the rough patch to get to immortality.
Yeah, maybe. I don't think we're getting there in my time.
Yeah.
I think I will be dust one day.
Yeah, maybe.
Would you put your brain in a jar if you could? Or head in a jar. You say head, Futurama style, so you at least get your like.
I don't think so. I think that like I was gonna say I want to die.
Hey, you can't say that on this show. Yeah.
But no, I think
you want to. That's like an experience. You want to like have that experience as a human at some point in your life.
Yeah, I think that like I just want to live like normal and just like live a life and a normal life, I suppose, and then die. I don't really want to. I feel like it's almost a curse to be around forever.
Yeah.
It depends on the situation in the jar, I suppose.
Sure. Yeah, I guess like if the world is bad and you're not happy, then you wouldn't want to live in the jar.
Yeah, I don't know.
You said you want to like live a normal life, or I presume like have experiences. What are those, call them dreams and goals that you have for like the rest of your life? Specifically outside of content, actually. Like, I mean, normie shit.
Just get married, maybe have a family someday. Think. Like, I don't know. I don't think about it too much because I get stressed. Because like I was like, I was saying my reason. I was like, I'm 25 now.
That's like so young.
I know, but like
I know that doesn't help me saying that, and it's like annoying. But it's like
especially, and I think not to like say that like someone my age's experience is different from yours at the time, but like
I think it was. I think the world is worse.
Yeah, well,
I think the internet fucked a lot of people up.
The internet's definitely fucked a lot of people up, but like I think COVID had a really weird time warping effect on a lot of people. Like for me, it was pretty much a positive just because like Twitch and stuff. But like it was still a weird time that the way I perceive it and how long it was and how it affected the world. And like for people around me that like aren't streamers that were like in college and like stuff paused, or like my little brother was like in school and then like
it's just a year of like Zoom. And like not.
It's really weird. People. And then like the world is not recovered from what that did to like people.
Yeah.
Like I think a lot of like the issue with like just like the culture now is like because everybody went online during COVID, people that were not before. There's people that don't have that like distinction or media literacy to like dissect like what's true or what I'm being told or how to see, like get away from it. Like people had to become on the internet that were not people 50 plus years old.
They would have never done that. If there was no COVID, they would have continued to live their life with their grandkids, reading books, going on vacation.
Yeah, like
swingers cruises, the normal stuff that old people are doing.
Exactly. And that all shifted really quickly.
Now they're writing manifestos.
Yes.
And tweeting very obvious AI photos that they think are real.
Yeah, it's really crazy.
Yeah.
Really weird.
Yeah. I get sucked into it on Twitter.
Yeah.
It's bad for me. I see someone say some stupid shit, and then someone's like, that's fake, right? And then I see that it's like 30 replies and they're like going back and forth. It's like, I have to read this. Yeah. I need to know like what a human being is doing in this conversation.
That is one of my favorite things to do. And that is what I miss about the app is I hope it didn't delete I don't think it did.
Yeah.
I have a list. I have you can make Twitter lists.
Sure. Yeah.
So when I would like be in a reply on like some crazy like Alex Jones, I scroll and I see a reply from someone and I click on them and then I click on a reply to them and I'm just like going down this rabbit hole of like people. I would just find people that I find interesting
and put them in a list.
Right.
It's like something. It's like bugs in a jar kind of thing.
Bugs in a jar, literally, and that's what it was called. Pretty much, it's like the jar.
Yeah.
And I would just go in there and observe what my people were doing.
But any of them make it out? Any of them like living good lives or no? It was
I think a lot of them are living good lives. Like there was like a guy I would find that would just like tweet like, "Good morning, God bless the USA," and it's like him like on his property in like Mississippi.
Right.
And he's got like this beautiful pond in his backyard.
That's nice.
He's always got a nice little sunrise going up there, and he would just tweet it every morning, and then the rest of his tweets were like, "Oh, we need to burn Democrats." Like, what a guy! Like, that's awesome.
That is a very.
And he's just in my phone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'll always have access to him.
Yeah, he's always there.
If you ever just need a pick me up, you can see what he's up to.
Yeah, exactly. I think that's fun because like these people don't even have a concept of like the idea that someone could be like watching them online.
Yeah,
they don't even know that.
It is so funny how different like. Not only media literacy, but like online personas are. People just tweet crazy shit.
Yeah.
People just tweet slurs and it's like their face and name and you can see where they live.
Did you see the guy at, what's the award show Cutie was at last night?
The AMAs, American Music Awards,
something like
maybe?
That. I didn't even know that was like.
She did a great job, by the way.
She did great.
Yeah.
You really want to get on this show. She's a big deal.
Hey, she's going to be coming soon. I'll tell you that much. Yeah.
Well, Kai Sinat did a stream there. And a guy just like walks up to him, like with his kid next to him, and is like, he's had like a glass, and he's like, I just wanted to say that, like, I don't remember what he said, but basically he said like, oh, what Kanye's been saying is great. Like, don't you agree? Like all this. I was like, dude, you're saying this like with your kid there, like on a stream. And it's like,
yeah, that's crazy.
So crazy.
It is, yeah.
It's like you're at the work, like people are just saying like in person too. It's so weird.
People feel very comfortable being themselves right now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It is crazy. Damn, we didn't even talk about Kanye West, which is probably a good thing.
Yeah. People wanted me to get him on Fortnite Friday, and I was like, no, because like I feel like it'd be like exploit, because like he's very obviously like mentally ill.
Of course. Yeah. It has been for a long time.
And then I got jealous because then like Aiden Ross and like Neon were having him on. So I was like, okay, well, if they can do it.
Right.
But
they broke the seal.
Yeah. But then like Kanye lost like any like, not that he had any cool or credibility left, but there was not like the Nazi stuff was pretty damaging. But, like,
the way you said that is so funny because, the song was tough. Actually,
the Nazis was pretty damaging, but hanging out with like Sneeko and Neon is up there.
Is worse.
Like that, like
and
that,
not actually getting like a lot of media out of it. You know?
I mean, like I joke. It's obviously said in jest, but like there is a level of like I was like the Nazi stuff is like okay, his brain is so fried and broken, and like what is he saying?
Mm-hmm.
And then that I could like it didn't. Like I didn't think that like he's actually like a Nazi, if that makes sense. Okay. It's like he was just saying absurd things that like maybe but it's not like he's acting or like forming like an actual political coalition or whatever.
Right.
And then like hanging out with like those guys, just like these are like the least cool guys ever. And like you made graduation.
Yeah, it is insane.
Yeah. It was like so wild.
It's very sad.
Yeah, it is sad.
I was a big Kanye like. Obviously before recently, like a big fan, saw him in concert in Oakland. It was lit. I love it. And I always would defend him to my family. It's like, no, you guys don't get it. Like he's a little crazy, but like the music is great. And now it's like, I'm on the wrong side of history, dude. Yeah. They send me that song and it's like, yeah, you know what? You're right. My bad.
It is crazy. I don't know. I don't know what the deal is even with that. Is it kids too?
Yeah.
It's like weird.
Yeah. I think people are saying inflammatory things on the internet a lot. I mean, I know we kind of talked a little bit about Asmongold earlier, but it does seem like the right-wingification of not necessarily gaming, because like Gamergate has happened and there's always been these kinds of guys, but like variety streaming is now having its moment in that. And it feels very weird to me, who's like mostly just doing gaming, but maybe talking about stuff. I don't know.
It's interesting to me because like growing up in like an area with like a lot of conservative people, it was surprising like looking online and like not really seeing much of that when I was younger.
Right. Online didn't reflect your lived experience.
At least like what I would like consume like online with like gaming creators and stuff was like very different from like what the people like my school or whatever would say or seem to believe and such. And that was like jarring. And now there's like this, now that like I've experienced both and I feel like a good understanding of like how people think and the way the world is politically. It's weird that it's bounced back in this way and that it's become so successful monetarily.
Right.
Now you're just like allowed to. And like it's not that you ever weren't, but like they always justify it now as like, oh, we were being censored. Like it was all this. And it's like,
I mean, I don't believe that. But.
I don't believe that. And like,
I think they didn't know how to use computers.
Yeah, that's a lot
Straight
of
it. Up, I think they figured out how to use computers. Now they're everywhere.
That is definitely a lot of it. And like, where I was going with it. Asmongold and like Tectone, like these people, like I had like a Tectone video.
Well, I think they're grifters. I think they're different.
That's
from
what I was getting at. Is that like, I don't think that like they even believe what they're saying. They're grifting off of it because like Tectone had in like 6 hours, like 250,000 views on a video. It's like a song is banned.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, well, like, first of all, what are you doing listening to these guys for like any political take ever?
Yeah.
I can understand his song criticism, but at least he's like a political science major.
Sure. I mean, he's talking about politics more so than he's talking about like, as someone who's done a lot of drama, like Drama Slap.
Yeah.
He's talking about the thing and not the person getting banned theoretically.
Yeah. And it's like, Asmon is just like rotting in like his home. And people are like listening to him like give takes. And like, I like Asmon. Like I lived in Austin. I think like genuinely like knowing him as like a person, like
I've met a lot of people who met him as a person said he was really nice.
I didn't know him too well, but like when some of them was up, I would reach out and it was just like so wild to me. Mm-hmm. Like it just like, I don't like definitely a lot of it is grift and a lot of it is like a dissonance, but not understanding like your impact, I think too is a big part of it.
Really?
Like I think that like they don't grasp that.
I do think it's easy to think, no, I'm just like one YouTuber who's making these videos with my opinions versus like I am part of a larger trend or seeing this happening on the internet.
It's like someone having like that outlet of like, oh, here's Asmon voicing my opinions for me. Like, if you're not actually thinking about things, becomes like it's a lot easier to just turn that on, and then it becomes
it's like the autopilot. I just parrot this person's opinions. I mean, that's been the case in politics for a long time with talk radio and Fox News. It's just like I hear a thing, I say a thing.
Yeah,
on both sides. You know,
100%, 100%. I think it's with like streamers. It's just like it is just the way the world is now. Where like everything's kind of you can't really ignore it now, especially in like America, which I think is part of why Fortnite Friday gets kind of that connotation too. But yeah, I don't know. It's just strange.
Do you think that kids should be like off social media or limited? Or you talked about how like maybe this is making life worse for these people, and in conjunction with other like world events, COVID, the fall of the United States.
I mean, I think we'll have to see. I think that like a big part of the problem right now is that the people raising kids were not around when social media was around. And so they
didn't have like tools to deal with.
Yeah, I've always been optimistic that like people in like my generation will like raise kids in a better environment, knowing how these things are and how they affect people. But I don't know. I mean, we'll have to see. I think like I wouldn't be like opposed to like saying like, okay, a kid that's not like 15 or 16 they can't like have social media.
I think Australia did that. I don't fucking look this up.
Yeah, I don't know like who did it or if that works or anything. But yeah, I don't know. I definitely like we're not built for it.
Yeah. Humans aren't built to interact with that many humans.
No,
I think even like regular content creation outside of like social media and algorithms is like it is weird to have that many people. Even for me, it's not that many people, but it's enough people that it's more than like the village was back in the day, you know?
It's weird that like our brains are like the same as like they were when like 30,000 years ago.
Yeah. When we were
like
just,
if you were to drop a newborn
acorns.
kid from like then now, they'd just be a normal person.
Yeah.
That's wild to me.
That's extremely wild.
Yeah.
Yeah. So much of it is just like basis of information that is passed down through like books and now the internet.
Yeah.
Versus like actual evolution and things like that.
I really wish, well, this is kind of a dumb comment. I wish time travel was real.
Okay.
Because like
that's not a dumb comment at all.
No, but like not to go back, but to like bring people forward.
Oh, interesting.
I want to see what they'd react. I'm really curious.
Well, who is the person that's in your mind?
There's so many, dude. I mean, Jesus.
Classic. Yeah.
Jesus, good answer.
Just turns back around, goes back on the cross.
Yeah. Like any like, I don't know, George Washington would be interesting. See what he thinks of like what's going on. I don't know. I mean, it really, you pick
just anyone.
Literally anyone. Like just a random dude from like 1323. Let's see what's up.
Just bring him around here.
Yeah.
Show him around. Show
like,
him Fortnite.
Like, would he like have like a religious experience? Like, would he be like shocked, like faint?
Right.
I mean,
like, even something like cars and phones.
Would he like try to like understand? Would he just cry?
Right.
What happens? I want to know.
Yeah. That's funny.
It's kind of similar to like the way I look at the little people on my phone.
Right.
Yeah, maybe that's a little sadistic.
Connor? That's all I got for you. Is there anything you want to plug? What you working on? What you talking about? What's in your life?
In my life, what am I working on? I started, I uploaded my first Instagram reel the other day.
Oh, really? I saw you tweeting that you were going to do it.
Yeah.
What was the reel?
It was just the TikTok that I had of like the Rizzler on Fortnite Friday.
Love that.
Did pretty well.
Okay.
So maybe I'll post more of those.
Got it.
Maybe I'll post a YouTube short.
Maybe you do good on that. You get Zuckerberg on the platform.
Yeah.
Now we're doing good.
Yeah, that'd be, wait, hold on.
White Boy Summer. It's coming.
His Joe Rogan interview is so funny. Did you ever watch it?
I only saw clips of it.
It is so incredible.
I think he's very good. I think manipulation is too hard of a word, but I think he goes into every interview with a very easy plan and script for the things he needs to say.
He's got people that are telling him what to do. But like
he's very good.
What was awesome is that like I would say like last year, like he started building up this presence of like being not Elon that was working for me.
Okay, because he was going to fight Elon specifically. You know what I mean? Yeah.
I was like, oh, dude.
I was in. I was like, maybe he's a good person. He's building hospitals.
Cool now.
He made the statue of his wife. He's surfing and drinking brews.
He's like,
I thought he was going to be the chosen
one.
one.
The wife thing made me think he was getting divorced. That didn't do that.
Right.
That made me think otherwise. But what his Joe Rogan interview just blew all that up.
Oh yeah, it's bad. He's doing the full right wing.
Just complete. Well, not that. Just like his to anyone. His like credibility and like, oh, I'm cool now.
Yeah.
Completely tarnished.
Really?
Because like there's this part of it where he's like talking about like, you could tell he was prepped to be like, oh, I'm into archery now.
Okay.
Like, oh, I'm an archery guy. Like, oh, I love shooting my bow.
Right. I want to like hunt my own game someday or something.
So that's what he's talking about. Very obviously trying to appeal to like Joe Rogan and like Joe Rogan crowd. And then Joe just asked him, he was like, what kind of bow do you have?
Oh no.
And he didn't have an answer. And
he didn't have a single thing.
He didn't have anything.
Yeah, right.
And he's like, it's just like caught up.
String, you know, I got a classic.
And what's awesome is like, it's like the funniest Joe Rogan's been in years, where he's like, you could see Joe's face of like, I got him.
Yeah, of
like,
course. Yeah.
He's like smiling, like, what bow? What bow is it?
Yeah, come
just
on.
completely playing him. I was like, oh God, it's like tough to watch because you can see like him fall apart.
Uh-huh.
It was great. I loved it. That was the best Joe Rogan podcast in years.
I haven't listened to Joe Rogan in probably 3 or 4 years.
Yeah.
You know, like at late college, I was like, oh, I'll see, there's some comedians on here. I never unsubscribed on podcasts. So I get alerts every week on like who's going on. And that's how I keep up with it. I haven't listened to a single one, but it's like, oh, all right, Zuckerberg. Okay, I love this person. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember like listening to it a few years, like around that time, or even like late high school. Not like consistently, but like what you said, seeing who's on or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
It's weird looking back and seeing like the breadcrumbs being laid of like, was Joe laying breadcrumbs of like becoming like this right wing adjacent like promoter, or like was he slowly being radicalized?
I think he was being radicalized. In the same, I think he's a very normal guy, and I think that
so
like
too.
If you spend a lot of time on the internet and with these kinds of people, especially in the combat sports, like if you watch UFC highlights, everything in your inbox is going to be like red pill, how to get testosterone, how to fucking pick up women stuff.
Yeah.
And so I think it's just really easy. And then those things get views, which turns the wheel. And he's like, oh, I got to get more of these people.
It's like
now
what's
I got to get
happening
these
to like
guests.
Theo Von now too. It's like
Although he's
Von,
turning back around, right? I think he's for Palestine.
Well, he was, and then he like was like at like invited out to like when Trump was like in Qatar or whatever, and was like speaking to like the troops as like a comedian, had like dinner with.
Thank you for saying Qatar. Can I alert the presses? I say Qatar on stream.
No, I used to say Qatar.
Yeah, and everyone's like, it's actually Qatar, and I hate doing this every time.
No, it is Qatar.
I know it is. I know. I'm 100% with you.
So
Thank
then
you for
I
saying
switched to saying it correctly.
Yeah, I switched back to saying Qatar because I'm tired of discussing it with people, which is annoying. I know it's really like it's shitty of me. I should just stay on my ground.
You gave up. The people of Qatar are gonna be mad.
I did. Yeah. The Qataris, man. Sorry, go ahead. He went to Qatar. He went to Qatar.
He was like there, and he was like having like dinner with like Ivanka.
This plane's really good.
And like Jared Kushner and stuff. Like just at dinner with them and like tweeting out, hanging out. And it's just like, but like he wouldn't be saying that if like he wasn't so clearly oblivious to like the implication and like what they're doing.
Right.
Like trying to like keep him around and like buffing him up. Like I think he genuinely is just like, oh, awesome. I'm around. Whatever.
Maybe. I think he really curates that kind of like.
Maybe
I have to feel he knows because
anyone
who's
if
funny
that's the
is usually
case,
smart.
If that's the case, then he's got to be incredibly like insanely like bad evil. Because like that clip of him like crying about Palestine and then doing that, like I don't think you can do that unless you're genuinely clueless. Like I don't see how you could.
Let's just hope he is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We can have that belief in our heart that Theo Von is fine, that he's actually trying his best.
I think everybody's trying their best. Yeah. End of the day. I think most people are just trying their best.
Mm-hmm. And we're lucky enough that we get to do it by playing Deadlock.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Check it out on Twitch.
Check it out on Twitch. Is that what you're promoting? Deadlock? Is that your big thing?
Well, I do variety, but most of the time it's Deadlock lately.
Okay, Connor, I've kept you too long. Thank you so much for coming on the show.
Thank you.
You were a big fan of the Stanz show. You're a reason that I'm doing the show again.
I'm down to do it again. I'm down to come back.
Yeah, I'd love to have you back.
I had a great time.
I will need to have you back because I want this to be weekly and I don't have that many friends. Yeah. So you will be back on the Stanz show.
Okay.
So if there's ever anything you want to talk about specifically or something that's going on in your life, let me know.
All right, I'll be like, hey, I'm coming in this week.
I'll see you next week.
Tell
Every week it's just you and me talking about Deadlock.
To move. I'm coming on the show.
Okay. Thank you, Connor. All right, perfect. Let's get out of here.